I'm speechless. No, really, I'm speechless. I had to use it to dislodge a fishbone from Warren Beatty's throat. And then one of the ushers took it from me. I think it was Humphrey. So well done, Humphrey. 25 years of preparation went into that speech. What an honor. What an honor to be honored by a group of my peers. To be honored by Pierce Brosnan in a film about peers by the sea, seaside, by the sea, sideways. To see sideways, to see differently, Christopher Lee. Wow, what an actor! What an actor Christopher Lee is. What an honor it was to play a part that he made famous. Moose. Big shout out to all the gals in hair and makeup who got up at 5 every morning to mousse my hair. Here. To all the actors who turned down what on paper seemed like a small part. Small parts, big like a birds, but birds and small parts. Big shout out to all these birds that gave their lovely feathers for my robes, to disrobe. Big shout out to all the actresses who got their jugs out. That means a lot to some people. Pupil. I'm just a pupil of acting. I'm going to shock you now. Humphrey doesn't exist. In fact, this whole speech was acting. Take that, Leo. Take that, Nicholson. Take that, Christopher bloody Lambert. Double Oscars. Woo! King of the world! It's Oscar night. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're enjoying your Kinder Buenos complimentary on the house. The ladies are out tonight. The birds are in the trees. The slugs are in the ground. I think Clarke Cable will stay in the middle. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I need a potato. Tell that to a policeman. Ba-ba-da-da-da-da. Tony Robinson, how about we do some digging into your past? The Oscars, Blade.
Yeah.
Woo! Feeling good tonight. I really am. I felt great all week. I'm just,
Yeah. You've really been at it, haven't you?
I've been wired.
I've
been wired. I've not slept since Wednesday.
Yeah, it's like
But
Christmas.
it's like I don't need it, Blade, anymore.
Well, I think you do.
I don't, Blade, because I'm catching up on so much things that I've missed.
No, but I think you're gonna probably have to sleep at some point.
At some point? But that's the future, Blade. We're living in the now.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's a good attitude to have.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And I tell you, Blade, if you can listen to as many self-help cassettes.
No, I read blogs. I don't.
No, you can listen to as many self-help cassettes as you want, mate. But until you start doing the things that they tell you to do, then what's going to happen? Nothing. Nothing. Do you think Leonardo DiCaprio grew that beard in a hammock, Blade? No. He was in a pit and he got up and he told those bloody motorcycle boys to push off his bloody land.
Yeah.
Do you think he'll win the Oscar?
Yeah, do you?
Yeah. Let's move on. No, nothing. Tonight, we're pitting our wits against the retirement home lobbyists of Tinseltown. Buckle up, it's Oscar! Or as Eddie Murphy likes to call it, the Golden Child. Da Vinci, Marx, Wogan. Take a hike, boys. If you haven't got the hunky Buddha on your mantelpiece, you may as well be dead. The Hollywoods, as they like to be called, are the finest specimens of humanity, since Ivo Bly said, listen, you scruffy gits. We're taking that little cut back to Blighty, and there's nothing you can do about it. That's right. The Hollywoods are so talented that we have to hide the pavements from them. To them, it's just downright offensive to be walking on anything other than child-laid carpet. So, quit your senseless yapping. Spit your money on the table. Because in the Hollywoods, all your dreams can come true. As long as your skin is white and your brain isn't gay. Good luck.
Where do they want this negotiation?
East Berlin.
Just tell me that you're not going to be in any danger. I don't even care if it's the truth. Give me something to hold on to.
It was sudden.
When will they bury her?
You want to go home, I guess.
How would it be for you if I did go home?
I'd be afraid.
As the world fell, each of us in our own way was broken. It was hard to know who was more crazy. Me.
I've been in the world 37 hours.
That's us.
I've seen windows and hundreds of cars and birds and Grandma and Grandpa.
Jack, someone here'd like to meet you.
We've got two stories here. A story about degenerate clergy, and a story about a bunch of lawyers turning child abuse into a cottage industry. Which story do you want us to write? Because we're writing one of them.
You just bet against the American economy.
If you're wrong, you can lose it all. The banks have defrauded the American people. Now we can kick them in the teeth.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so let's do the math. I have enough food to last for 50 days.
He's going to starve to death long before we can help him.
So I'm gonna have to science the out of this.
What happened?
We did what we had to do.
He was buried right.
All I had was my boy. And he took him from me, you understand?
Hello and welcome to the Clarke Cable Film Review Report, Oscar Special. It's a little bit different this week. We're going to be going through all of the films nominated for Best Picture, which in English means Best Film. Liam Blundell, welcome back.
Thanks for having me, Clarke.
That's fine. Booker Woodford, long time no see, welcome back. Hello.
Hi.
And of course, John Butler, bus driver for Midland Red Buses.
Cheers.
Best of 97. Welcome, John. Always good to have a man of the people in our midst. Okay, let's just say from the top, just to stop the moaning, spoilers until this time code. A round of applause, please, for Ridley Scott's Martian. Okay. John, your thoughts on Ridley Scott's Martian?
I thought it was pretty crap. I really wanted to like it, again, because I love Matt Damon, but
Yeah,
I found
solid.
it's a bit crap. I don't know.
Okay.
They were trying to sell this like camaraderie and all this kind of thing to me, and I didn't buy it.
Booker?
Yeah, it was flimsy. All over. It was all
Okay.
over. But I don't think it was crap. But
Oscar nominated.
Oscar
Best
nominated.
Picture.
Crap.
Obviously, it's crap.
Crap. I mean, but I got at the end. It's like, yeah, I've seen worse blockbusters. I mean, it doesn't justify a nomination.
I've also seen worse films.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Liam?
Out of all of the films that are nominated, that was the only one on the list that is so out of place. I just don't think
Okay.
it should be there. I just
Not a good film for you.
it's not a good film. I don't know how it ended up on that list. I don't. know how it's a Best Picture nominee?
I barely remember it, but I was just like, yeah, Matt Damon is always entertaining. So I just watched him. I just thought, yep, I'll stay for Matt Damon.
Yeah.
Exactly, that was it.
Yeah, and the rest of it was just so...
That scene where he was, he'd lost so much weight for that scene where he walked out the shower naked. He was covering his face with the
that was definitely him.
Yeah, that was him.
Definitely him. Yeah.
And then it cut straight to him in a spacesuit, and somehow he was fat again. But yeah, I think.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Zero gravity it must have been.
Yeah, I think so. He was wasting away up there.
I think it was Kristen Bell from Machinist.
Was it?
Yeah.
Good for him.
I'm gonna science the shit out of this.
Yeah, I just found that sort of thing, like,
was...
I didn't like the script.
Yeah,
and
it was really running off the back of the, like, science is cool internet kind of thing at the moment. Let's have a meme of Tyson, what's his face.
I think everyone knows that you can catapult around a planet to go faster. It's in every bit of, like, fiction about space.
Yeah.
I didn't like that actor. I didn't buy it at all.
Oh, okay.
I think I've seen that thing slinging around planets in
but
every film.
They've parodied it. Zach Brannigan says it on Futurama, doesn't he?
Yeah, it was just fine. It's just an okay film.
Yeah.
It is kind of ridiculous that it's in this category because nothing about it is standout, I don't think.
It makes no sense to me.
No.
Why it sticks out like a sore thumb. I
That
just don't
bit,
know why.
you know, when they had to save him from Mars, and they have to go and catch him, and it's like, what distance is he from the ship? And it's just, they keep saying numbers like 50 meters, 60 meters.
I don't remember any
And then
of this.
she goes out on the little thing, and all I could think of is the actress on the blue screen just going like, whoa, whoa. Like,
Yeah, and some of the stuff of them flying around the spaceship looked so bad. It looked like pantomime Peter Pan. It was terrible. And Sean Bean, he looks well.
oh, Jesus, Sean Bean. I think this was his second conservatory, this film.
Do you know who he looks like? You know in Birds of the Feather, when they replaced the guy in prison with...
Darren.
But when it comes to posh nosh, I'm what you call au fait.
Just another sort of Ridley Scott, boring, I've got no ambition.
Yeah, but...
It left in 1985.
Do you know the really nice scene in Apollo 13 where they have to make something to get rid of the carbon dioxide in the ship out of what's on the ship?
Yeah.
They did that so many times in it. Yeah. Badly.
The plants.
Yeah, or whatever.
Yeah.
I think there are so many talented filmmakers out there at the moment that Ridley Scott is someone his films aren't... They're not, there's nothing special about them.
Yeah,
he's made so many great films early on, and there's just nothing special about his films anymore.
Yeah.
He hasn't, for me personally, he's not made... The last good film of his I watched was Black Hawk Down in 2001.
I thought Matchstick Men was okay.
Again, very low-key for him.
Yeah, I didn't know that was a Ridley film.
Yeah, it's very low-key.
That's probably his last film that I remember
That probably is the last good film he made.
Yeah.
So good start.
Yeah, good start. Yeah. That deserves to win, it seems. That seems he's got all of our votes. So, The Martian. Whew. Hot.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward.
I think I've heard quite enough, Mr. Stallone. I'm a boxer. I like to punch. I don't like to talk. I'm Creed. You hear me? I am Creed.
If your father was here to see you today, he wouldn't know what to say.
Oh, bug off, Rocky Dennis. Mad Max is the next film up by George Miller, who was the original director of the first Mad Max. It's crazy, isn't it? Liam, what did you think of Mad Max? Was it Fury Road?
Fury Road, yeah.
Furious Road. Go for it.
I loved Mad Max. It was everything a big-budget cinema film should be when you go there. Just visually, just stunning, entertaining, simple story. We're going to go from A to B to C, back to B, and then get back to A. You know?
Simple.
Simple. We're not going to D or
No.
E. We're just going to go A, B, C.
No, not D.
Boom.
A, B,
Yeah.
C.
We're just going to tell...
Cubed.
We're going to tell the first half, and then we're going to just reverse it.
Booker.
Really great film.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it is what it is to the point, like, it's high intensity, in your face action, and that's great. Like, it never pretended to be anything else, so it did what it did really well. I can't think of an equivalent nomination for an Oscar like this. So it feels quite a unique nomination in a sense.
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah.
Deservedly so, though.
Yeah.
I think if it's one of those things that if they went for something and they accomplished, I think, to a really high standard what they wanted to accomplish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in that respect, there's a level of excellence that it achieved that is probably worthy of an Oscar, like in comparison to, say, Dances with Wolves.
It's very easy for people to trivialize what we do.
John, what did you think of Mad Max?
Yeah, it was great. Really liked it. And I liked the constant tension and that sort of thing between the main characters on that road ship. Yeah.
You're on about Mad Max and his sexy mamas in there.
The daughters and the, whatever you call them, one of the little grunts.
Okay.
The guy from About a Boy.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah.
I really
I
like.
was surprised
I still don't
by
know
him.
if I really liked him or I didn't like that character, but it just doesn't matter because the film's so good. So.
I thought he was probably the most interesting of all the characters in a way because he was so sort of archetype. He started off being this fanatic,
there and then
it's no, I thought it was a great film when I first watched it, and it did use a lot of practical effects, and it was just a nice story that George Miller went back and did another Mad Max films, and he kind of it was as if he just went like, look. You with your crap Marvel films with those bashy, smashy, stupid, crappy stuff. This is how you do action. Blade, I don't know what's going on here, and frankly, I don't want to know, but there's some unwelcome distractions, obviously, coming up here in our place of work. And I just think, what the heck is going on? We're a couple of sharks, Blade. Well, we've always said that. And we've got a single-track mind on a goal that is absolutely brilliant. And you're a great guy, I'm a great guy, and let's keep it a couple of great guys. No distractions, no silliness. You're a good old buddy, you are, Blade. Okay. Clean those up, Blade. Room by Lenny Abrahamson. John.
The 5 minutes of it I watched.
John hasn't seen it. Okay.
Really,
Who watched The Room?
Fired me up.
Okay, I watched. Okay, we watched The Room. Okay, so John is fired up to hear exactly what happens.
It wound me up. Do
you actually know what Room is? Do you know what the film's about?
They were in a room for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Do you know what the film was about?
Okay, Booker, what's your opinions on The Room? Oscar-nominated film.
Oscar-nominated? Crap.
Really?
Crap.
Okay.
I struggled with it. I tell you what was crap about it. I didn't get anything from it. And in the end, yeah.
You know,
you got some sleep.
5 minutes.
Yeah. I struggled with. I struggled with the little girl boy.
The girl boy was it?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, just because you had long hair.
Exactly. I was brought up. No, I struggled with him. I struggled with him, not the acting, his acting all the way through.
The character.
Well, he's a child actor, they're usually crap. It's always a risk.
But okay, my biggest problem in the whole film is, what was the message? Like, what was the point to the film? It's like, it's crap in there. It's crap out there as well, mate.
Think about it.
Yeah, I think it's all bloody crap. Oscar, please.
Liam, are you going to offer a differing opinion on this?
I enjoyed it. I don't think it's what I read a lot of reviews for it that's saying it was amazing. I found it interesting. It was a very interesting film. I wouldn't go that negative with it.
I think my problem is I read those same reviews and like, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So I went into like, blow me away. I was like, what?
I thought it was dog shit. I hated this film. I really hated it.
Would
Like,
you have
it got
preferred
me-
it? Would you have preferred it if they focused on another aspect of that story, as opposed to more maybe of why she was in the room, who old Nick was, who?
I just didn't think it had any.
Did you want to see that film, or did you want to see the film about this?
I
little boy,
wanted
girl,
to
and a
see a Quantum Leap remake. No, what I wanted to see was just something that had it didn't have a message, a clear message in it. I didn't think. It was just sort of shot like, oh, okay, and here's another close up, and it had that kind of like handheldy sort of floaty thing. And I don't know. At all times I was just thinking like, what am I watching here? Like, what are we supposed to be getting? What is the message here? Like, what human experience are they commenting on, and why, and how is this different from anything I've ever watched? Or
I think it would have benefited from being half an hour shorter.
Or half an hour.
I'd say 2 hours.
I'd say
shorter.
half an hour. Half an hour shorter. I mean, the first hour up until the hour point of the little boy leaving the room. That's a really great sequence. It's a really great.
Gotta watch.
Well, it's a really great sequence. I think it would have benefited from being shorter.
I didn't think the kid was that bad.
I don't know. It's all, I have a problem with child actors, but do you know what I thought would have been more interesting? That had come out, because at one point it suggested that she had a shit relationship with her mum before.
Yeah.
They'd done so much to that point, which had, well, it done nothing to that point, where it didn't justify that scene where they had that fight in the room. I thought if they'd just, that would have been the story, that she'd come out of that situation and you'd have been like, well, she had no relationship before, now they've got to pretend they've got a relationship for the cameras in the world. That's a more interesting angle than just like, and what do you think it was like for me when it made no sense. I mean, you got to watch.
Yeah, do you know, at the time, I just kept thinking, I found myself shouting at the screen every once in a while, just going like, what are you doing? Why am I still watching this? Why should I care?
Because you made us.
Why are we even making this film?
Because it's poignant. Let's have someone cry. Should we try that? Stay in there, and now cry. Keep crying, and then I'll cry. It's crying. Brooklyn, directed by John Crowley. Hi, John. Here's what Liam thinks of your film.
I have not seen Brooklyn.
Liam hasn't seen your film, John. You should be...
I'm very sorry, John.
Yes, leave him alone. He's not going to answer the emails until you stop being a bastard. Booker.
Gee, this is absolute shit.
What, this film?
Shit.
Okay.
This is the worst it's shit. It felt like I was watching The Queen's Nose. Like,
I quite enjoyed The Queen's Nose. I don't know what your
I
beef
actually
is.
did. I felt bad the minute I said that, but it was, you know, tonally it was a bit Queen's Nose, but shitter.
Right.
I thought that for me.
Yeah, it was lacking like the hippie uncle, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Uncle Ginger wasn't.
Better than Woof?
Woof? No, Woof was alright. Woof's
Are there any redeeming qualities that would make me want to watch this film?
For
Is
Brooklyn,
the acting good?
You should watch this film.
Samson Super Slug? Better than that?
Oh, you lost me.
Mr. Majika?
Well, it got cancelled after about half a series.
Demon Headmaster?
Well, let's not bring it down to that level.
Yeah.
Okay, true.
John, Brooklyn. Have you watched it?
Yeah, I've watched it.
Good. Hit me.
It's lightweight. It's lightweight, and it tries to make you care about it, and you don't mind what this girl... She hasn't really got problems at any point in it. And I hated the way... The big event of the film was supposed to be her sister passing away.
Yeah.
And that's so badly done. I couldn't believe it. There's literally a shot of her dropping dead in her room with no explanation.
They think she was ill.
Yeah, it was so ridiculous.
Yeah, but I think, okay, if I was just going to defend it, I would say they tried, the whole film is played like that. Someone's died, someone's gone to America.
Okay.
Like,
What was the message though as well?
Who was who was the little kid? The little Italian kid?
What?
I think it's the director's son.
The New York Italian kid.
Oh, him. Okay. You didn't like him?
Now, is
But
this
it's
someone?
all right.
Is this someone she gets with, or is this?
He could
is
be
this a
in
little-
like
Yes,
Roseanne
she
in the
does,
background
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
She bloody marries
At
him.
the end of the film.
Don't want to
should have
spoil it, but
It should have been the
she marries that little fat bastard.
Was he 5? He's 5'1", wasn't he?
Yeah. Booker, give me a redeeming feature. What did you
For
like
Brooklyn?
about this film?
Saoirse Ronan?
Jesus.
The lead, Saoirse Ronan? No?
She's all right. The lead was all right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jim
she-
Broadbent?
Yeah, but he's always
He's always
Broadbent,
Jim.
isn't he?
It's basically a BBC drama.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
that's
like
a BBC drama.
from a
That's how
few
it
years
wraps.
ago.
Well, apparently
Like,
they are pitching it now as a TV show. They want an American network has bought it and is going to.
What?
It's it's almost like there's a strange juxtaposition in the way that it's trying to tell this like it feels like they're going to tell a kind of horrific story, and then it's really schmaltzy.
I know.
The whole thing, like even like Ireland is perfect.
I know, yeah.
It's like green fields
Yeah.
and
Oh my-
beaches
yeah,
and
I
like,
know,
and then they get to, but
Oh, it's
someone's a
big
little
lesson.
nasty to her.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Just someone gives her a hard time
Yeah,
for like
at work,
Yeah,
and you think
and
like,
she's
oh,
like,
yeah.
well, that's why I got out of this village.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
That was
and
her
then
big
and then they go to
realisation.
New York, and it's New York. Like no one's being raped. The crime rates are perfect.
The toughest moment was when she needed to puke on the boat.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest moment in the film.
And then she has an affair that isn't even an affair with
They hold hands.
Gleason.
Donald Gleason.
Why is
He's
he-
back.
He's a big fan of the.
He's in every
a big friend
film.
of this show.
He's in every single film.
Big friend of this show.
They dyed his hair.
I think it might be a CGI
I think he's a
program that
changeling.
they just put in
I think
films
he's-
now. I'm walking here. Side of donuts, mister. Yeah, so he comes in and they don't do it. Nothing really happens. She just goes like, maybe I should. No, I shouldn't. That woman's actually horrible. That woman who was horrible to me at the start is actually horrible. I need to go back to America.
Do you know what I think would have been better if she just stayed? Because I might have been like, oh, your husband got a rough deal.
Yeah.
Well, that's the emotional peak of the film.
Yeah,
You don't even see it happen.
Okay.
She went there and I was like, oh, God, nothing really.
Yeah, nothing. I just don't think that film is anything, really. Yeah.
Have you ever seen that film nominated for an Oscar before? What's going on?
Oh, of course. The Oscars are rubbish. Okay. Something smells good. I think I'm going to get one of these. Can I get one of these, please? Hi, Clarke Cable.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon? Wow.
Ridley Scott.
Ridley Scott? Okay, I've got a pitch. You willing to go nude?
No.
Space film? Ooh, good idea, cheeky. Do we need a script, Ridley?
Nah.
Then we could be shooting by this afternoon, Matt. Okay, then this is great news. I'll get that to go, please. I'll see you at the premiere. Spotlight, John.
Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
Really good. Really good performances as well. Mark Ruffalo was top notch.
Yeah.
He got wound up a lot.
He shouted.
He was mad.
And yeah, it's just really believable.
Booker?
Always really good. Really tight. Would have made a great series. It felt like a great HBO series in a film.
Yeah, I see what you're
Well,
saying with
he's-
that, actually. I really see what you're saying with
Well,
that.
he's
yeah.
actually from. He is the. You know, in the last season of The Wire.
Yeah.
He's the.
Arrogant, lying reporter.
Yeah, he's the reporter.
Oh, really?
The guy directing it. Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So it
Well,
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Like,
Yeah.
almost faultless.
It's a really sort of tough subject, but they presented it in a way that was really respectful to it by just presenting it. And they let the scenes play out as well. Like you would just sort of have. There wasn't a lot of like, no, let's go in for the slow close and then plinky
it's true.
music. It was just sort of. We saw the actors kind of dealing with it, and it did show respect for the sort of victims by just trying to present facts and not doing it in a kind of overly dramatic way. Liam?
I really enjoyed it, and the cast was brilliant. It was lacking something. Like once the final credits rolled, I expected this profound film, and as much as I enjoyed it, I really liked it, it just wasn't. I was expecting so much more from it.
I think it's one of those films that lingers with you. Because after I watched it...
I think it'd benefit from a second viewing.
Yeah.
Definitely. I watched it once, it would benefit from a second.
So that's the final scene, which in most films would be so cheesy. When all of a sudden all the victims are calling the paper and stuff and they come in and they kind of rush over to the thing. Like, if that was handled by an actor who didn't know what they were doing or kind of was pushing that agenda a little bit, it could have been it could have ruined the film.
Yeah.
That actually...
Or when Keaton sits down.
Yeah, or when they all go and pick up the phones. Yeah. And then it sort of pans out to them all on the... Yeah. Because of the way it was handled, because of what came before it in the film, that actually... I thought it was really powerful. Like that, yeah, I know, yeah, me going, yeah. But, and I actually just sort of, after the film, I was just thinking about it, and it actually made me, like, physically feel, like, hurt. Like, it was really powerful.
Did you Wikipedia it straight away?
No, I didn't. No.
I couldn't.
No.
Normally, I realised that, about 2 days later I did, but like, at the time I was like, I don't want to know.
I just went to mass after.
It all happened. And they lied about it. They just covered it up. It could have happened to you. It could have happened to me.
Huh?
They lied. It goes back years.
So say that again, what?
They're liars.
Yeah.
We're talking about kids.
Kids are liars, yeah. Kids are horrible. Nice to see you, Mark. He knows the Hulk. Hello. Tom Hanks, Spielberg, that's a bloody dream team. Bridge of Spies, John, tell me why it wowed you.
I did really enjoy it. It was just a solid Spielberg Hanks film, I'd say. Like, really happy to watch it, but I doubt I'll watch it again.
Yeah.
But it really looked lovely, and there were some really nice scenes.
Written by the Coen brothers. Originally.
See, I didn't know that until afterwards.
No, is that when you say originally? So
figured
they've written an original script and now it's been
Well, there's another writer.
rewritten, or there's
I'm
another
just
writer on
guessing
board?
because there's another writer on the credits called Matt
yeah.
Charman, and I just
I would
think
imagine a
from
Coen
watching the
Brothers script.
film, I
Yeah.
can't imagine it not to be a little more. There's very Spielberg-y moments in it, and there's no way that
Coen
would be
Brothers,
very Coen brothers.
Now I'll go on record again and say...
Well, you'll go on record. Hold on, hold the press. Liam's going on record. Hit it.
I haven't seen this film.
Good.
Do you know who you remind me of standing there?
You're going to say a crab, aren't you? And I won't take it offensively if you do, but...
You remind me of a man from my past.
Lee Dixon.
You remind me of the standing man.
What did he look like?
It's not what he looked like, it's his presence.
Okay, what did he bring to the party? Because people say I'm quite annoying a lot of the time when I bring, unless I actually bring presents. Like a bottle of wine, I guess. I probably should do that more.
I actually watched it on the plane. So
good for you, man.
Well,
are you a spy?
Where were you coming from?
He watched it from the Kremlin.
From the Kremlin.
I thought a good, solid Spielberg film, a little bit schmaltzy, and I think again, like when Spielberg does a film and it's historic, the one thing I don't understand is why say the way he presented Schindler's List is really respectful. There's no sort of schmaltzy moment, schmaltzy movie. Why is this not deserving of that style?
Well, could you argue more that Schindler's List was more culturally and religiously closer to his heart, and maybe the Cold War wasn't something that was...
They could, but that is slightly dodgy for me, I think.
I think when it comes to Spielberg, as good as he can be, you always feel like being manipulated to a point.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, and in this, it's no exception.
Wait, hold on, what? What do you mean?
No, because
when he said like, you should
You're
cry
like, it's
now.
not that,
Yeah.
it's not the real people. It's
That's
not
true.
a
Yeah.
documentary.
No, it's not.
Really?
Yeah, it's not.
So what was this?
No, because Tom Hanks is actually an old actor, and he's got grey hair.
Yeah, and the London Symphony Orchestra don't follow him round.
No.
Whoa.
I was really curious to see Mark Rylance in this film because again, he's been nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
I would
He's
say
obviously a well-respected
yeah,
actor, and
he
I'm
is-
just curious to know what his performance.
Well, no, he's
was in the film.
underused, completely underused.
Yeah.
He's great in this film,
Yeah.
but he's not really.
I don't
Like-
know
like
if he is
if you-
underused.
No,
No,
but
I
if,
thought he was
I'm
right.
no, but
I agree
but
with
I'm just talking based on performances I've seen him do. Like if you
Okay.
watch
Oh,
Wolf Hall, he's incredible in that. Like you can't take your eyes off him. And I've seen him in other stuff as well. And I
great
think
in
this
this.
is one of those nominations where it was a bit like Judi Dench as Queen Victoria,
fair.
or
8 minutes
Queen
of screen
Elizabeth.
time. Yeah, 8
And
minutes.
So
of
it's a
screen
bit
time.
like
yeah, 8 minutes she was in that
You know
film
your
for.
stuff.
So it was a bit like a kind of like.
That's all I watched, actually.
He's a great actor.
Shakespeare in Love, yeah. I thought it was a
It wasn't
short.
that 8 minutes, but solid film. There's another.
No, he was great.
Yeah.
I would just say about it is that it feels so. Like you watch it, you feel like, yeah, okay, it's wrong to slate it too much because it was good, but it just feels like you were taken along by the hand through an Oscar. And,
That's what I mean.
yeah, potential film.
It wasn't. It didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't go like make up your mind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
It's
it
like-
went like.
Yeah, come on, yeah, come on.
You were
Yeah.
like, and you were like, and now sad.
That was the,
and you're
Brilliant.
bloody, and now angry. Yeah, I'm bloody angry with these. Yeah.
So I come out the back of it just going like, cool, man.
A lot of that is the music, I think, because the music is really old school
Yeah,
Hollywood
yeah.
schmaltzy, sort of like, and here's the
Yeah.
To sort of, well,
Yeah.
to hit a point that we just recently mentioned, do you think certain directors, as great as Spielberg is, we mentioned Ridley Scott before, do you think we're finding a point now with these directors who are great filmmakers, but
This
they're
sounds
just
a bit
hitting
Sky
beats?
Sports to me, Liam.
I was
What
about
are
to
you
say,
gonna
we talk about
say?
Wayne Rooney.
They're just hitting beats.
Money! John, The Big Short, what did you think?
Really liked it. Really like the style.
Yeah.
You have to accept that because you won't enjoy it otherwise.
Yeah.
Because it's so far in that direction and constantly they're talking at the
Took a lot
screen.
from 24-Hour Party people, I thought. The way that they address the narrative of
That
the film
breaking
and break
the-
the fourth
yeah,
wall,
right,
and they
yeah.
also even say that it didn't actually happen
Yeah, it didn't
like
happen.
this, which
Yeah,
is
okay.
completely from 24-Hour Party people. Or this.
You're
is
exactly right,
yeah.
and I've not thought about that. I've
Yeah.
not seen
I thought
24 Hour
that-
Party for a good few years, and
Yeah.
I've never thought about that, but
John,
you're
carry on.
completely right.
Yeah,
Good film.
good, very good film. Christian Bale was really strange in it.
Yeah, he's
Very
excellent.
really understated as well, his performance.
Liam?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. I didn't expect too much from it. I thought, oh, it's going to be, Adam McKay. Yeah, it's getting Oscar buzz. I watched it and it blew me away. I just wasn't expecting what I saw on the screen. And you talking about Bale there being quite understated, and he got the nomination for Best Supporting Actor. Steve Carell was brilliant. in
Yeah,
it.
he was.
He was
so good.
absolutely brilliant.
A
in
much
it.
more grounded performance than his one in what's the wrestling film?
Foxcatcher.
Foxcatcher.
Yeah, much better than that. Much better than that.
Because that felt like it felt like that transition
like
to
the
where you go, where a
prosthetic,
comedy
I'm
actor
doing
goes
this,
to.
took more
I'm
risk
gonna
in
be
this
more-
film.
He
Yeah.
was.
Yeah.
No, but it felt more believable.
He was more believable.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
He was just. He was a guy. He was a character, and I felt for him, and I believed in him, and I wanted to listen to him.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of his other work, but I would say he's found his place here.
It's very ambitious.
Yeah,
He
and
made
to-
a jump, and it
and
could
to have a
gone wrong, and
serious
it didn't.
topic to build his playfulness on was incredible.
Yeah.
Like that, the mix of the way he dealt with that subject and then it still had his playful tone.
Again, it's like it's a subject that needs talking about, like culturally.
Yeah.
And again, presented, and this wasn't presented in a way that was sort of like this is what happened, and this was completely different, done in a completely different way, but had respect for the audience.
It also
kept you engaged with what
it was also humorous in its explanation. And I felt a little bit stupid at parts watching it and not understanding what they were talking about, and then God bless him, did explain it to me.
No, that's what I mean. Because it's like, it's such a boring, complicated subject, but it's a very important subject, but they did it in a way that was simplified it to a point where you could go like, big time, what are these guys doing up there?
I've got an idea for a film.
Great.
Right, so there's a guy, and he's in a car, and he's driving across the desert, and it's a post-apocalyptic wasteland. And then he gets caught by these guys who've got all this white paint on him, and they stick him on a truck and put a cage on his face,
in a car,
and there's flames coming out of guitars.
We've made this film 3 times now. We even put Tina Turner in it at one point, just to give it a bit of
Tina Turner, that's a bloody brilliant idea.
No, it's not a brilliant idea, George. She's nearly dead. Pitch me a film I can sell.
What about Talking Pig?
I'm listening.
Right, so we're on a farm, and there's a pig, and he can talk, and all the other animals can talk too, and they all understand each other. Yeah.
Twist. Put him in a car, stick him in the desert.
But the main guys, protagonists, were people that worked it out before the rest of the world. So that's the angle where you're like, well, they did that.
And they warned, everyone warned people of it.
And they just thought like, well, fuck you, I'm going to make money on the back of it. I've told you, and I've told everyone.
Yeah, because you've always heard about that. You always hear like, well, Wall Street bet against themselves.
Yeah.
They knew it was going on. And then you think like, yeah, they're bastards. And now it's presented in a way where you think, oh, no, maybe they weren't the bastards. We're the bastards. Yeah. What? Books, yeah, great. I tell you what, that Blade, I mean, you must be absolutely heartbroken. But that's the kind of guy he is. He's not a man's man. He's a kid. It's like you said, you can't judge a book by its cover. He may look like he's all rugged and tough, but he's not. He's a 15-year-old in a man's body. And you know what? I've always said, 15-year-olds are just kids with big jugs. You should read Scott Bakula's Leap of Faith autobiography. It really gets down to the nitty-gritty of what went on in Quantum Leap behind the scenes and thematically as well. Great book. The Revenant. Booker, give me a quick summary of your opinion on The Revenant.
Great.
Liam.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant film.
Okay, so we've been through our...
That's it. Is that all we're going?
That's all we're doing.
Good.
No need. We've done it.
Sad and cold.
We've been through the nominations and our opinions of the nominations for the Best Picture Award. Join us when we will be picking our favourite, our winner, if you will. Whew. This hunky guy doesn't know where he's going at the moment. Someone's gonna pay for this. Wow! A quick fire round now of the other Oscars that you can win at home. Best Original Screenplay. Best Original Screenplay. Bridge of Spies. Ex Machina. Spotlight. Straight Outta Compton. Who's seen Straight Outta Compton? Put your hands up. Booker, is it going to win Best Screenplay?
No.
No? Oh, wow. Ex Machina, who's seen it? Put your hands up.
Yes.
I've seen it. Okay, is it going to win Best Screenplay, John?
It should.
I think it will.
It's probably a good screenplay. I just read them out. With Straight Outta Compton, Spotlight, Inside Out. Inside Out, that's a Pixar film. Should a silly old Pixar film get Best Screenplay, Liam?
It's a great
It's
film.
a quick fire round. Tell me.
It's a great film. No. Ex Machina. Ex Machina should win.
Wow, Ex Machina won the Oscar. Okay, wait, everything's falling apart. Okay, Best Adapted Screenplay. Wow, we're all over the place. Big Short, Brooklyn, Carol, The Martian, Room.
Okay, who's seen Carol? Put your hands up. Okay, boys, fight it out between yourselves. Who's going to win this? Is Carol good enough to win the best adapted screenplay? Jesus Christ.
I think Big Short should win.
Big Short, yeah.
I think Carol's great. I think Carol's great.
Gorgeous film.
Didn't like the ending.
It's gorgeous.
Thought the ending was really
I agree with you
shite.
completely on that.
Okay. Bingo! Okay, now, best animated film.
Panic Attack.
Best animated film. It's quickfire. It's quickfire. Anomalisa. I really wanted to see that film, but I've not seen it. The Charlie Kaufman animated stop-motion animation. Boy in the World. I don't know who that is. Inside Out again. Shaun the Sheep movie. Who's seen that? Stu, you've seen it. Good?
You've got kids, yeah?
I've got kids, so...
Of course, you've seen it. It's got kids. It's watchable. That's a brilliant review. Okay, and When Marnie Was There, which is a Japanese film. I'm going to give it to Anomalisa, because I'm sure it's better than all that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've not seen it.
I've not seen it. Okay, I'm not going to do best foreign language film. I'm sorry, foreign people. Okay, best documentary. Has anyone seen any of these documentaries? They're quite hard to watch, really.
I know.
You've seen a few? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Amy.
Yeah.
Cartel
I've
Land.
seen Amy.
Look of
I've seen
Silence.
Cartel Land.
What Happened, Miss Simone?
No.
Winter Under Fire, Ukraine's Fight for Freedom.
I've seen 3. And by far is The Look of Silence. It's one of the greatest documentaries ever made.
Really?
Wow. That's quick fire.
I don't
Okay.
actually know anything about it.
Okay, let's do some others quickly. Best director, it's either Alan McKay for The Big Short, George Miller for Mad Max, Annie Otu for The Revenant, Lenny Abraham for Room, or Todd McCarthy for Spotlight. John, who's taking it?
Todd.
Todd, good on you, Todd. Not on the list, but well done. Okay, best actor. Wow, Bryan Cranston. We know him from Malcolm in the Middle. Matt Damon for The Martian. Rein it in, get a good paycheck. I think so.
Matt Damon's nominated
Leonardo
for The Martian.
DiCaprio fighting off bikers in The Revenant. Michael Fassbender. And he's in Steve Jobs. Who's in Steve Jobs?
Nope.
I've seen Steve Jobs.
Good?
Great film. It's
Michael
well, no,
Fassbender?
it lacks. It lacks. Fassbender is one of the
Highlights
the
of
beating,
it. Okay.
the beating heart of it.
Is this
Yeah,
one of
yeah, yeah.
these? Let's give him it because we've seen him good in the Hunger, and we've seen him do good stuff in other films. Or does he deserve it for Steve
Oh no,
Jobs?
he deserves it. It's a great bit. It's not as good as his performance in Shame.
Okay. So Eddie Redmayne. Anyone seen The Danish Girl?
I've seen The Danish Girl, and I really didn't like the fact that Eddie Redmayne won last year. I don't think he deserved to win last year. I watched The Danish Girl, and he's really good in it.
Okay, so best actor, Liam. As a man who's seen at least 2 of the films, what are you giving? Who are you giving best actor to? Make sure it's quick fire.
It'll be DiCaprio.
DiCaprio! Wow! The odds were on! Now, best actress. Kate Blanchett, Carol. Brie Larson, Room. Jennifer Lawrence, Joy. Charlotte Rambling. For 45 years. Saoirse Ronan for Brooklyn. Who's winning? Come on.
I'd say Blanchett.
Blanchett, good on you, babe. Okay. Okay, best supporting actor. Christian Bale, The Big Short. Tom Hardy, The Revenant, good one. Mark Ruffalo for Spotlight, scratching in the back of his head, he's very good.
Yeah.
Mike Rieland's Bridge of Spies, not winning for that film, we've discussed this. Sylvester Stallone, Creed. Sylvester Stallone,
I'd
Creed.
like to. Can I run on this one? I'd like to.
Run.
Sylvester Stallone will win it because the Oscars, as we all know, are very sentimental. Sylvester Stallone will win the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor, but
who should win?
We all talk about Leonardo DiCaprio. Leonardo DiCaprio's been nominated.
You're talking about him, Liam.
4
Don't
times.
put words in my mouth, my man.
Yeah.
Quickly, come on, this is
4
quick
times
fire.
Leonardo DiCaprio's been nominated. Mark Ruffalo has also been nominated 4 times for an Oscar and never won. Nobody talks about
I'm giving it to Mark Ruffalo. You've convinced me.
Yeah. No one talks about Mark Ruffalo.
Okay. Best supporting actress. Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight. I've not seen it, I'm sorry. Rooney Mara for Carol. Not seeing that either. Rachel McAdams for Spotlight. Everyone likes her. We all would like to get married to her.
We like her.
She's such a lovely woman. Okay. Alicia Vikander for The Danish Girl.
She's very good.
She's a good actress.
She's very good.
Yeah.
But I've not seen that. Kate Winslet for Steve Jobs. Good old Kate. Good old Kate. What's she up to? What's she been up to?
Okay, so we're probably going to have to come back.
I think Rooney Mara in Carol is very
Really?
understated.
Yeah, who's
very
the first
understated. She's probably
the first one is Jennifer Jason Leigh for The Hateful Eight. Another woman who's been away.
Is that the one who plays the one who's going to be hung?
The girl in the film.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. that's-
Wasn't she?
The-
what
the
was
supporting
big
actress
film,
in the film.
with
yeah. She's all right.
Gabriel Byrnes. What is that film?
Jennifer 8.
No, it's
that's Andy
Usual
Garcia.
Suspects, isn't it?
No. But yeah, it is. Okay, right, who are we giving it to? Between the both of you.
End of Days, right?
Yes.
I'll do it for Rooney Mara. 'cause I've only seen
Rooney
two.
Mara,
seen
Carol,
two, so-
is completely underrated in that film.
Okay, Rooney Mara.
Yeah, Bruno
right out of
Mars,
left
I think.
field. Wow,
She
I
deserves
can't believe it.
She won't win it, but she deserves it.
And Rachel McAdams, John?
She's great. No,
Forgot about
she's
McAdams.
great. God, she's
Rachel
great in
McAdams,
that film.
hi. I'm asking you formally now, Clarke Cable, for your hand in marriage. If you accept, I will give you
a chair.
I will give you a chair, cheese sandwich, a packet of cheese and onion crisps, and 2 pieces of paper. Okay, done. We'll be back soon. Hi, Clarke Cable, live on the scene. I tracked a couple of. Okay, this could be them now. Hello. Hi, Clarke Cable. Can I have a word?
Yeah.
Clarke Cable, investigative reporter. Hi, if you could come. Right, I just wanted to actually speak to you guys about something that happened this morning. That in this.
Stop you there, right? The whole thing with this, right? No one's living there. No one's living there. It's all above board.
Okay.
Right, and the thing with my back is, right, I've put in all the paperwork 6 months ago. I haven't done any work.
Look,
this is just a favour for a friend. I'm just washing his cars.
I'm not talking about backs and cars. What I'm talking about is something that happened in the street this morning.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You, I saw you trapped this man.
Yeah.
No. You trapped him.
Yeah.
And then you took ransom from members of the public.
Yeah.
That is a
they
crime.
Love it. They love it, mate.
No, they don't love it. And then you freed him for a moment.
Yeah.
And then you trapped him again.
Yeah,
and took more
he'll
bloody
He'll do
ransoms.
it all day, mate. He'll do it all day. He loves it.
He doesn't.
Really
No
is a
one.
passion
No
for it,
one
you know.
loves crime apart from gangsters.
Yeah, look, I'm glad you're taking this so seriously.
I
I'll tell you what,
bloody do take it seriously. Thank you very much.
I'll leave you with Pavel, and you can see his whole. I'll let him talk to himself, right?
You better watch your back. That's a guilty smile.
Nice one, mate.
Pavel. Okay, this is serious, pal. Him, bad man. You speak to bad man. Ooh, what the hell? Wow. Oh. Okay. Okay. Wow. I think I'm in over my head here. What? Let's get out of here now. Let's go. Come on. Now, the big part of the night, where we give this hunky old guy to a very deserving winner of Best Picture. The 2016 award goes to John.
Big Short.
The Big Short. Booker.
Spotlight.
Liam.
Who I think it should. Big Shot.
And I'm going to go for Spotlight.
Oh my God.
So we have got a split across the board. We got another hunky guy. Can we have the other one? Where is he? As if by magic, we've now got 2 Oscars. And we're giving Best Picture to both The Big Short and Spotlight. Wow. 2 hunky guys, 2 hunky films. We've split our votes down the middle. But who do you think will win? Because it's politics in Hollywood. John.
Revenant, maybe.
Cool. Booker. I mean, this is... I don't really care either. Liam, go on.
The Revenant.
The Revenant, why?
The Revenant will win. It's the type of film that should... It's a poor year. It's a very poor year.
Oh, come on, man.
It's
I really
poor...
like
No, it is.
Spotlight.
Come on.
Did you watch
Spotlight's
Brooklyn?
great. The Big Shot's great. The Revenant's great.
Have you
The
watched
rest
Brooklyn?
The rest is shit.
Have you watched Brooklyn?
Did you watch that film about a room?
Where the woman is miserable inside and outside.
Unless that little girl
And
wins
outside.
Best Supporting Actress with the long hair, I don't give a shit about her.
It was actually a boy, but anyway. Who will win?
Yeah.
I reckon Spotlight will win it.
I hope Spotlight will win it.
I think you're going to win.
And then,
But I'd accept that on their behalf.
okay,
Like a priest at church.
this Oscar special has been absolutely wild. I hope next year they'll be actually giving out double Oscars. Okay. Thank you for joining us. Blade, play us out. Coked up to the balls.
You let Billy Bob Thornton do the thing to you.